Permanent Secretary of Minister of Works. You're most welcome. They've come to join us.
Uncultured and immoral. That was how the Speaker and members of Parliament described those who jubilate over the death of people they do not agree with. This, as Parliament held a special session to pay tribute to former Minister Charles Engola, who was shot dead by his bodyguard last week.
Because you hold different or divergent views.
Condemning in the strongest terms the insensitive, merciless, provocative, silly jokes.
In September 2022, Teddy Nalubowa was charged with offensive communication for celebrating the death of former Security Minister General Eli Tumwine. The video that the 27-year-old shared on social media went viral. And as friends and family mourned Tumwine, Kira Municipality MP Ssemujju Nganda was admonished for speaking his mind on how he felt about the late Liberation War general.
I didn't. I only spoke the truth about him, that this is the sort of life he had lived. Because why should I jubilate? Moreover, of a person who has died. But I only said that he wished others to die, but he's also dead now.
Because Nalubowa used social media, she was charged with offensive communication under the Computer Misuse Act. There are, however, other arguments in this case, ones that deal with morals and the right to free speech.
Time in the enjoyment of your rights, that right is not without limitation. Article 43 of our Constitution talks about the fact that that right can be limited. Jubilating at the death of an individual is not the general practice of our culture as a country.
And even though death is inevitable, many cultures, African and Western, found it taboo to mention the subject, let alone laugh about it. Several factors like globalization, moral breakdown, and social media could be the reason behind the change in behavior.
Social media has enumbed us and removed from us that sense of shame, you know, and therefore behind your closed door in your bedroom, you tend to be able to have the courage to say anything, which you probably may not say to people when you are facing them.
Ssemujju thinks this behavior has nothing to do with social media.
The mistake that government is making is the attempt to deal with the symptom. This is a very, very serious matter. The level of deprivation in the country is the one that has caused this deep-rooted hatred. Social media is just a platform.
At the funeral for Charles Engola in Kololo, the Prime Minister Robin Nabanja and the Minister for Gender Betty Amongi also spoke about it.
For I know of no any religion or African culture where retribution is meted on the dead. It is not part of our African culture.
Others celebrated his demise through jokes on social media. I condemn this practice because it is inhuman and immoral.
This is partly as a result of the toxic politics that some people promote in this country, the politics of hatred.
Can this trend be reversed?
And some of the things may not be cast in stone in the law, but there is an expectation of civility, humanity, and good neighborliness.
The solution is to have a genuine discussion about the direction of the country. But if the country create masters and servants, that country is a powder cage only waiting to explode.
We are writing a policy on national guidance, which is going to speak on some of these issues. And therefore, we appeal to all of us to respect the people who have died, to stop this immoral and unacceptable behavior of celebrating when somebody has died.
Regardless of the differences and disagreements, there is need to act humanely and treat each other with dignity and respect in life and death. Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.